excited to talk to you. So much fun with this show. It's a very tense show. So what was your first initial thought when you saw this script? Because it's not exactly like you're, running through a field and happy and smiling most of this show. So what was your first initial thought?
Well, do you know what? Let me do this. I want to jump in. I want to take on Sean because of that madness that he finds himself in. But truthfully, it was because of Ben, the director, and the team around it. I thought Ben had written something that was really incredible. Kept me on the edge of my seat throughout reading it. And then when I met him, the space that he allowed me to play with and gave me as an actor was really something you don't find too often and exciting. And then to go into Sean and to find Sean and to really work out the inner mechanisms of his mind and then how he reacts to the crazy situations that and the madness that he finds himself in.
Now, this is, we're talking, you have a panel coming up at Comic-Con in San Diego, one of the biggest comic conventions ever. Are you a nerd? Do you have specific nerd things? Are you a video gamer? Do you collect things? I mean, if you could have gone to this live, what was the thing that you were like, I'm there?
You know what? If they had a category for chick flicks, like 90s rom-coms, I would be in there.
You're a rom-com guy.
Yeah, man. I love like Mean Girls, Clueless. I love all movies. I'm just joking, but I'm not really a Star Wars guy. I'm not really a fan of those kind of movies.
So
that's not true. That's not true. I am. I went to see the last Star Wars movie and I loved it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about.
So what's your I'm bored, I'm gonna put the movie on? Like, is it Notting Hill or is it like Mean Girls, or what's the movie you put on where you're like,
yeah,
I just
the last time
chill?
I watched Notting Hill, I was on a plane coming home. I went to South Africa and I got a little tipsy on the plane and watched Notting Hill and cried.
Oh,
and then cried and laughed more.
I have used the joke, I'm just a boy standing in front of a girl. Like, I've used that so many times, but I use it in a dumb way. Like, I'm just a boy standing in front of a girl who wants to get sushi. Let's go. Like, that's how I start the conversation. So that's
I bet it works though, huh?
It does work. And it's also a test too. She needs to know that line and that movie, right? It's
important. Anyone, if they're going to be in a relationship with another person, that person should know that line.
For sure. So the panel is this Friday, 3 p.m. You get a chance to talk to all of the Comic-Con people out there and kind of, reintroduce the show to all of them. So what's this whole experience been like for you, reintroducing this show to a brand new audience, essentially?
It's been fantastic. We've been waiting for the American audience to see this. And I think we're bringing a show that's exciting and thrilling and unique to you guys. And I hope you love it.
And of course, I'm sure you've talked about paranoia and cameras and all these things on end because of this show. But do you ever actually think about the mass amount of numbers of cameras that are currently around London? Like they're just the amount that they are essentially, they're like pigeons in that town, aren't they? Like you just see them everywhere.
I think there are cameras in the pigeons.
That would be awesome. Like that little.
No, but they do. There's even in London now we have CCTV cars, so they just drive around recording stuff. It's pretty wild, but I grew up in London, so I'm so used to it. It's not something that strikes me as, not ordinary. I like it though when I go to the States because there's less cameras and it feels slightly freer. I do notice it when there's less cameras about.
I think we just hide them is what the difference is. We don't want you to know they're there. You're a little more upfront on your side, probably.
Yeah, I think the law is there has to say that there's CCTV, which means that there's a sign on every corner of every street saying.
So if you come to New York, are you looking around going, where are all the cameras at? You guys should have them here somewhere, right?
No, I'm enjoying the food and the nightlife and the people.
So tell us about Sean, who of course is just thrown into this crazy world, and it seems to be that this rabbit hole just goes deeper and deeper the more episodes you get in. So can you tell us a little bit about Sean?
Yeah, well, the thing that really excited me about Sean was it felt like a man searching for his soul, you know, and long day's journey into night, a trap, a dark hole, and he's trying to find his way out of that. He's trying to claw his way out of that. I found it really interesting that we meet him as he's really famous in the UK for doing something that he doesn't want to be famous for, for killing someone.
Right.
And he's in prison, and he's trying to change the way that the world views him, the way that his family view him, the way that the media view him, even his daughter. And it feels like he's doing that. It feels like he's achieving what he wants to do. And then literally out of nowhere, he's dragged back into another nightmare. And it almost felt like there was some sort of redemption that he had to find within himself, or a reconnection to himself that he'd lost years ago.
I have to ask, you got to sit opposite a table of Ron Perlman and act against Ron Perlman, who I always think is a fun, jovial guy, but I also see that crazy anger that could be there as well. Do you feel that when you were kind of opposite him, that you know, there's a controlled something in there?
Definitely. I mean, he's a supreme actor, Ron, and a great one, a great name to tick off the list of people that I've worked with.
For sure.
But he's a top guy too, you know, top guy.
For sure, no doubt. No, he's been a fantastic guy. I've talked to him for everything from Hellboy to Sons of Anarchy and a bunch of other stuff too. So he's a fantastic guy, and I'm very happy to have.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Ron.
Say what?
I'm a big fan of Ron.
For sure, for sure. Well, I want to thank you for talking to us. You know, this is something we're going to put up quickly. This is, of course, Friday, 3 p.m., Comic-Con at home, the panel. So hopefully you'll get a chance to watch your own panel and see how people are reacting or commenting. So we'll make sure to look for the real Callum in the chat window as you're
right there. I like this.
This guy's amazing.
This? I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Well, we have to have fun, right? You can't be like everyone else. All right. Well, I want to thank you all so much. You have a fantastic day.